Hi everybody. So this week we are going to go step by step through a full face. So today is Monday and we're going to do... Obviously I need to get a better way to hold my phone. Alright, so we're going to go step by step through a full face this week. Meaning today we are going to start with primer and foundation. And concealer and setting powder. I'm also going to be putting in an album of a whole bunch of resources that I have found. They are not my original content, but there are things that I do agree with and things that I find helpful. So if you haven't checked them out yet, make sure you check out the albums and look. All right, so we're just going to dive in it. Now I have a lot of primer. I really like primer. And primer does amazing things for your face. So the reason that we prime is because primer can help fill in pores. It can help even out skin tone. Let's see, what else? It can help get rid of excess oil on your skin. It can help your makeup stay on longer. So yeah, priming is a good thing to be doing. I, as per usual, cannot actually find everything I need for this video. Because let's face it, I am the world's most unorganized person. So like this one is by Hard Candy. It says Pore Defense Primer Serum Sheer Envy. Minimize the appearance of pores, oil-free and silicone-free. So oil-free is definitely something I look for in my primers. The silicone-free, I prefer primers that don't have silicone in it because silicone can clog your pores and make breakouts worse. However, silicone does an amazing job of blurring everything. A silicone primer will give you the most even and the most poreless look that you've ever had. But you do run the risk of clogging your pores and getting breakouts from it. This is another one I use, which is Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Prime and Base Blur, Pore Minimizing, and yeah. This line also has a color correcting one and a hydrating luminous one. The Hard Candy has a 24-hour, I think this one's the 12-hour one. It's got a longer lasting one, and it also has a one to increase shine. So I go for things that do not increase shine because I get pretty shiny already due to my oily skin. So I'm going to use this primer today. Now with primer, there's really no special tool for it. This one's kind of cool too. This one's green. So you just rub it into your skin all over your face. So now that that's on, it's blurred a lot of my pores, and a little bit of color correcting, but that's not really what this one is for. It should also, if not on the product itself, on the packaging that the product comes in, it has to list ingredients. So if you are sensitive to anything, you should always know what's in your makeup. So the next step is going to be foundation. I'm just using the first foundation I grabbed, but I will show you. I have tried a lot of foundations. All right, so I'm gonna put this on. I use a beauty blender. It is damp. The reason is because it helps smooth out and blend out your foundation better, so it looks more natural and it looks more even. You can use a brush, and using your hands, it will waste products. It'll put the oils that are on your hands on your face. It can wear differently and it might look a little splotchy. So for me, this is definitely my preferred method. Okay, so that is evened out, except for my hairline. I missed it. Oh yeah. Next is concealer. Generally, to be half a shade or a shade lighter than what your foundation is. That's just because one of the things concealers does is it highlights and brightens. So when you're color matching your concealer, you really just want to look at whatever color your foundation is and make sure that it's a little bit lighter than that. So when you do concealer, the places to look at are places that naturally shine when the light is on them, just like you would a highlighter. This will also help define your cheekbones, your lip, your nose, stuff like that. It'll help contour as well. So it looks like war paint. I'm gonna go ahead and do here as well. But how much concealer you use really is gonna depend on how much you are trying to conceal and how much you are trying to brighten. The reason for the triangles is because that's the natural area of shine underneath your eyes, and it will give you a brightened and lifted appearance to your eyes. On your forehead, the reason for it is to give a little bit of a lighter appearance and bring your face forward, which will give your face a focal point of more towards your eyes. Now, I mostly do my jawline. I have an itch. I mostly do my jawline and my chin to cover up blemishes, but it again will help with defining your face and contouring your face. Now, this part, I already have very defined lips, honestly, but I know that when I do my lipstick, I like to really define my Cupid's bow. I love a really defined lip. So putting the concealer there will help me have that line more naturally. And we are concealed. Now your next step, and you want to do this fairly quickly before everything dries down, your next step for a full face is loose powder. And I just grabbed this one because it's the one I grabbed. Yet again, I have a lot of them. So some of these are colored, some of these are translucent. They have a banana powder, which is yellow. You're gonna have to find the shade and the type that works for you. Some are thicker, some are thinner. It's a whole thing. What you're going to do with this stuff on your still damp beauty blender, you're gonna take it and you're basically gonna put it everywhere that you put concealer. Underneath the eyes, you're gonna wanna make sure that you are pushing the product into your skin and blending it out. However, make sure that you're putting a lot of product on. Part of the point of doing this is because it's going to set and bake your concealer, which will stop it from creasing. It'll give it more of a brightening effect, and it'll make it last longer. So normally what you would do is you would then move on. Do your eyebrows, do your eyes, do something else that's gonna take you a couple minutes, and let this just sit and chill out on your face. So after this is set for a couple of minutes, like I said, just do something else. You're gonna remove it. And when you remove it, you're gonna go in soft circles all over your face and take off all the excess powder. And that is how you set your face. So I'm gonna stop here for today. Tomorrow we will contour. If you have any questions, let me know. I love you guys. As always, bye.